Welcome to the Strenuous Life Radio, a podcast for leaderpreneurs, entrepreneurs, men and women who learn the essentials and soft skills of the strenuous life. Good to have y'all here. Well, quite frankly, Jimmy is kind of an autopilot today. He was trying to podcast for Empower Your Pattern, and someone interrupted him. Which, you know, that's pretty disconcerting, if you know what I mean. And anyone could be rightfully upset. We all have our pains, but the fact of the matter is, strenuous life is due to the principles of bravery, the principles of hard work, and the principles of just living in accordance with what God has called you to live. And I'll tell you this much. I will tell you this much. It'll benefit you. It'll behoove you to live the strenuous life. It ain't easy, I know, but I'll tell you one thing. It's worth it. It's worth it. Every single bit of it is worth it. Now, we all have our own pains. But God calls us to improve. God calls us, like I said, God calls us to improve. But our reactive culture, it don't want you to improve. It wants you to stay stuck. Do you want to stay stuck? I don't think so. None of us want to. But I tell you one thing. Use of the cell phone. Everybody thinks that you should be able to be reachable on a cell phone at all times. Sometimes I shut that dang thing off. I mean, people think I'm being harsh. Well, it just is what it is. There's too many distractions in this world already as it is. Alright, so let's not play games with things that really matter. The fact of the matter is this country has become a bowling, huge, big problem. And we're called to do, live, and be better. But too many people, they want it easy nowadays. They want it easy nowadays. We live in a mobile society, and I gotta say, our reactive culture don't make things easy. Does it? No, I don't think so. I don't think so one bit. You? Well, I hope not. Folks, we are called for greatness. And part of being called for greatness is realizing we got to thrust this reactive culture aside. whether we feel like we want to or not. Now, I know that can be a problem. I recognize that. But do we want to give up? Do we just want to let this reactive culture win? No. We are not called to live the cowardice doctrine of ignoble ease. And yeah, you heard me what I said. I said cowardice. Everybody's got a reason to complain and react nowadays. And that's, I'm going to tell you something, that's a problem. Jimmy don't call me on here very often, but when he does, it's obvious. He needs stuff that needs to be said. And quite frankly, he needs a confidence boost. So, well, he asked me to step in. Listen to me. You guys are called to do, be, and have better. But do we want to listen to that? No. We don't. Because of that, I feel like some of our latest generations in some ways may be turning into wimps. I remember why I left town. For the same reasons that Jimmy left town. There's nothing to do. Thing is, Jimmy and I made the most of that. We made the most of it. Alright. This world is crazy. But the strenuous foundations is this. Man needs to be able to work, whether they want to or not. Men need to live by sacred principles in the Bible. Yeah, you heard me. Sacred principles in the Bible. Yeah. Jimmy's going to be having some special interviews. So I want y'all to be ready. This world has a lot of dark reactivity. And so I want people to start living better. Doing better and being better. There's no doubt to me that we're living in a crazy world. There's a lot of reactivity around us. We can rise it. We need to be the counterculture, people. Counterculture for common sense. And that's why I came up with these strenuous foundations. You're going to be hearing from me, and you're going to be hearing from Jimmy. Like it a lot in some ways, you're going to be hearing from me quite a bit. Now, Life ain't easy. I know that. It ain't meant to be easy. Now, Theodore Roosevelt, he said this. He said, I wish to preach not the doctrine of ignoble ease, but the doctrine of the strenuous life. The doctrine of labor and of heavy toil. My daddy always said, once you going up to graduate from high school, you're your own man. If you fail to go to school, you're your own man. You might as well get ready at some point to get on out. I know it ain't easy. I know it ain't easy. Listen to me. But we are called to do, be, and have better. We as a people, we know better. We know better. Life is not always easy. In fact, life is tough. If it was easy, let me tell you something, you wouldn't want it that way. You wouldn't want it that way. I want you to think about it. Strenuous life is something that's meant to be arduous. At the same time, it's meant to be good. Take for granted what it's like living in an area where there's oil field. It ain't always easy. Let me tell you something. You know what's best for you, but you need to live in accordance to these fundamentals that we talk about. Hope you've enjoyed listening to Strenuous Life Radio. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of the Strenuous Life community. Like my daddy always said, think strong, live strong, and live the strenuous life. God bless you.